now in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is Heartland News at 6 on KFVS 12.
I've never seen anything like it.
Tonight, an inside look at the marijuana growing operation authorities now call the biggest in Tennessee history. Good evening. 362,000 marijuana plants, a record number for the state of Tennessee, all found in that elaborate growing operation in Obion County.
Officials say the rough terrain of the area hid the pot terraced into the hills. This is a satellite view of the area where the individuals tended the crop and their living quarters as well. They set up to keep a close watch. Holly Brantley went along with the Sheriff's Department today for a closer look at the operation and the individuals behind it. She joins us live at 6. Holly, what did you learn today?
Jeff, the alleged growers went to great lengths to plant and cultivate this crop. Authorities still aren't sure how they got in and out of the operation that agents say produced an extremely high quality of pot. While authorities remain tight-lipped about the search for suspects, we do know it appears these were no amateurs.
Tunnels carved into hillsides, bamboo beds, a stocked kitchen. Just a few elements that went into a marijuana growing operation worth more than $400 million.
This was a operation of epic proportions for what we're used to dealing with here.
To get here, we had to take an ATV a half-mile down into a gully on a road newly bulldozed by authorities. Monday night, Sheriff Jerry Vastbinder and a team of investigators discovered 362,000 marijuana plants growing here.
It's unbelievable. It looked like a bunch of Christmas trees, basically, because the plants were so manicured. Kind of looks like a Vietnam War movie now that looks like the troops have come through and pretty well the battle has been won here.
They're still pulling plants out of these hills, something Vastbinder says they'll be doing for a few more years until they fully get rid of the crop.
Usually takes 4 or 5 years.
What's amazing to Vastbinder and his team, the lengths the alleged growers went to cultivate a crop of the highest quality. You can see where the plants were terraced into the hills. Trees were sawed off to let the sun in, but painted green to remain camouflaged from the air. Up here, they dried out their crop.
We've got hundreds of yards of PVC piping where they were piping water throughout this.
We're actually crawling through one of the tunnels dug into the hillside here. Now, sheriff's deputies tell me the growers put the generators in here that they use to power their irrigation system. They dug these tunnels to muffle the sound.
Motor running in this area, if somebody was several hundred yards off in the woods, would know something's going on because there's no houses or anything in here.
Apparently the suspects tended to their crop and kept watch constantly. They left behind a number of personal possessions among their sleeping quarters big enough for 6 people. We're told they had dinner on the table when investigators first came in Monday night.
They just ran out and left the meals all still in the bowls.
So far, no arrests. They are asking the public for information. I also asked Sheriff Vastbinder if it's possible they could find another operation like this in his county or another nearby. He says it is possible and they have their eyes open. Live local late breaking, Holly Brantley, Heartland News.
Holly, thank you. 2 men in Kentucky are in trouble with police after a fight over a marijuana field that ended with one man getting shot 3 times. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Department in Kentucky says an 83-year-old man went outside behind his house to cultivate his marijuana when he came across another man in the patch and shot him. Police say the 83-year-old shot the man in the thigh, the arm, and the stomach to stop him from stealing his pot. A grand jury indicted that man on assault charges.